Greetings everybody and welcome back to Switch2Linux. Time for another Wednesday live stream. Today we are going to be talking about some Linux Mint configuration. I got a lot of interesting comments on the Linux Mint video. One of the most downvoted Linux Mint videos I've seen in a long time, which was actually quite curious. I'm thinking, I don't know, it was like, and it was an interesting take. So we have almost 2,000 views on it. We had 18 thumbs down, which was quite a bit, actually. Kind of funny, actually. But we're going to address some of those thumbs downy type things and talk about, I really don't hate Linux Mint 19.1. I just don't like the direction I'm going on the panel. I'll explain a little bit about why. We are going to record parts of this so that I can do a shorter, briefer video on the configuration. But before we get into there, let's see who is online right now. Louis is on. Greetings, Louis. You still around? Hello, Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realm. And James Jensen has an issue on a yoga installing Mint. If you're still around, James, let us know. It sounds like that sounds like the issue I've been having on Linux Mint Debian Edition. Let us know, and we'll see if we can help you out there. Hello, Paul and Chase and Unknown67. Greetings to you guys. If you look for a tutorial on YouTube or, okay, that's, I think, back up to James. Hello, Quint, or hello, y'all. And Quint ate pizza for dinner. If we don't see pizza on, we know why, because he's, like, digesting in Quint's belly. Oh, boy. But my vape, hello there. Greetings to you. Let's see. Logan Goodwill, how's it going there, Mr. Logan? How's it going there? Let's see. Okay. So why don't I buy HP products? Well, because when I was a graduate student working on my my dissertation, my computer died. I had to go out and buy a computer, and I bought a computer from HP, and the thing never worked right out of the box. I sent it right back to them, and they refused to honor the warranty. So you know what? Here I am, a computer guy on YouTube with a fairly big following. Don't buy HP. There's my recommendation, HP. Why don't you guys have better customer service, and then I won't trash talk you every opportunity I can. So deal with it. If you use HP, that's fine. I'm not mad at you. I make a personal stand. I do not buy HP. I do not recommend HP. That's my take. So HP, I'm not even interested in talking with you about it. Later. All right. Has to do with the fact they're not standing behind their warranty. And that was a point in time, like, I don't need them to make it right now. I needed them to make it right when I had zero money finishing my doctor's degree with a broken computer that I just spent the rest of my money on. That's when I needed it taken care of. Not when you get negative publicity. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, no, I don't buy HP products. Hello, Joe. Greetings to you. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I shouldn't go on too much on fire today. Sudo DNF install kitty. Kitty! Yes, TJ looks cat-tacular. Oh, hello from Seattle. Pizza did make it out. So, pizza made it out of Quint's belly, I guess. Alright. Hate the mouse that was on it. Yeah, better get him his own pad. I think he needs his own pad. Hello, Nair. Greetings. I don't remember seeing you before, so greetings and welcome. All right, Neo29. Greetings. Salute from France. On fire. Awesome. Very cool. Radio Sunshine. Hello. I don't remember seeing you before either. Greetings and welcome. Pizza's on Arch Cinnamon. There you go. Okay. Son of Anakai. Hello, Mikey. Greetings. Look forward to this video. You used to be a Mint fan. I've been running the latest Ubuntu, but excited about hearing this. Very good. All right. Benjamin Eldridge. Hello there. One-handed typing. Got the baby. Yeah. I was doing a little bit of that today. Joe King. How's it going there? Don't buy anything OEM. Nah, there you go. You can always do that. The Miker. Hello. 2 generic HPs got from Amazon. Now I want to sell them for ThinkPads. If they work, keep them. I didn't like dump my HP products that I still had. I just decided to stop buying anything future from them. So, all right, Lon Lopez. Hello, Bitcoin Jake. Greetings. So sorry. What are you sorry for? I don't know. Let's see. What's up, Joe King? I escaped Quint's stomach through the other. Ew. I don't want to hear about that. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump on into this. And we're going to go ahead and start my record button now. And we're just going to go ahead and jump on into the virtual machine. Yes, we're using virtual machines. I know, they suck. No, guys. Us that actually test things for Linux actually use virtual machines quite a bit for testing purposes. All right, on to recording mode. Welcome back to SwitchedtoLinux. Well, today we're going to walk through some tutorials on how to do some configuration settings in Linux Mint. And I am using the Linux Mint 19.1 beta for this. Most of the things that I do in here are going to apply to any version of Mint. So the version is fairly agnostic. So first we're going to boot in here, and I do have this running on a virtual machine, and I did restore it, I believe, back to as much stock as I could. I do not like this new way of handling the panel, but I'm going to go ahead and deal with it. So what are we dealing with right now on the system? One of the things that I would like to do is we want to change the kernel. Despite this being the brand new beta for the brand new release as of December in 2018, it is still running a fairly old Linux kernel, 4.15. And some people are like, I really want a new kernel. Some people have new hardware that supports, great features or functions. Some of the Ryzen chips need a newer kernel than this. So how do you actually manage that? Of course, Linux Mint has in the update manager, which you can access with the shield in the task manager, or you can access it from the menu by searching for the update manager. If you go under your view Linux kernels, you can actually manage Linux kernels. Pardon this notification up here. I think this is a bug with this beta version. It keeps on going on and off and on and off the internet. All right, but anyway, into the kernels. So what we actually have here is this is going to show us all of the kernels that are available. And you can see right now we only have the 4.15 branch available to us. We want to fix that. So what we are going to do is we are going to install the it's called UKUU for Ubuntu Kernel Update Utility. And we're just going to go over to the website here that has the install instructions. This is from FOSS Mint. All right, I might have to turn off notifications here. I don't know. All right, so basically this is a GUI tool because you can update the kernels with the terminal. I'm trying to do as much as I can user-friendly here. We are going to dive into the kernel in this tutorial, but that's okay. So basically what we need to do is we need to add a repository. So I'm actually going to copy this line, and we're just going to drop that line into the terminal. So when you are doing things, make sure you are understanding what the lines do. So look at the code. So let's look at what this line does. Apt add repository adds a repository. So PPA : is the name of the repository. And so we are adding TJ 2008/PPA. All right. And so in the terminal, I can hold Control Shift and V, and that's going to paste my command in, and it's going to want my password, which I'm going to enter now. So what this is going to do is it's going to add a PPA. Now, sometimes without that -y, it's going to ask, do you want to do this? You'll have to hit enter for yes. The -y just says say yes to everything. So we're going to do that. So now the next line is sudo apt-get update, which you don't even need to use the get anymore. All this does is updates the repository cache. You can see that it actually updated it there. And that basically added that to the software sources. So now you can install the application. And again, sudo apt install UKUU is going to install our utility. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to ask us, do we want to do that? Hit Y and go ahead and update that. So this will work on any Ubuntu-based system. Since Linux Mint is downstream from Ubuntu, this is going to work. So what we have with doing this is we have in, let's see, where's it going to be at? Is it under accessories? I don't know where it's going to be at. Somewhere in here, we're going to have a new system. There it is, UKUU, Kernel Update Utility. All right. So with this, what it's going to do, we're going to get rid of that web browser there. It's going to go online. It's going to download basically all of the list of all of the kernels that are available to be installed. And then it's going to let us choose what we would like to install. Let's just go ahead and, I don't like that full screen. I just want to make it a little bit bigger there. All right. Can I increase the size of that? I don't think I can. All right. So what I have here is I will have, you see, the massive list. I can go all the way down to kernel 4.0 on up from here. So, of course, if you wanted the absolute latest, you just kind of grab up to here. If you want to go with the 18 branch, go ahead and grab whatever in the 18 branch you want, etc. down the line. So let's just go ahead and be courageous. We're going to install the latest kernel. I'm going to click on this guy here, highlight it, and then click the install button, and this is going to run my install. Once again, I need to enter my root password, and it's going to fetch this online, and it's going to install the kernel. Of course, any kernel changes that you make to your system, you will have to reboot the system in order to get that kernel change. And so you can see it's downloading. It's going to take about 10 more seconds. Now, what we are going to be able to see is when this is done, it will now show up in the update manager again. And so once it's done doing its thing, we're going to show you what that looks like. All right, so now we can close to exit it. Now, here we can, it gives us a couple of notices. Wi-Fi, updating to the latest kernel might fix Wi-Fi issues, depending. There's a few other things, so we'll kind of walk through what those are there. That's refreshing its cache. Let's go ahead and close that. So now we're pulling up our kernel information again. And what we are going to be able to see here is now we have the 15 and now we have the 19. So it says it's installed, but it is not actually active because we need to reboot the system. So let's go ahead and do a reboot. So one of the things that we are going to notice when this is done rebooting is that it will actually be full screen now because the latest kernel supports the full screen without the guest editions that used to be required. So now you'll see the full screen on the login instead of just that. All right, so now we should be able to go into our system information. And looking at our system info, you can see that we are now running on kernel 4.19. So that's the first part of our tutorial, is how to update your kernel. So now, of course, if I'm having issues with that, I should be able to go into the Mint update, which just showed up on me now. And the Mint update will show us the kernels that we have. And you can see that this one is the one that is active, and these guys here are the older ones. I could actually come in here and change these around. I could remove old kernels, whatever else I needed to do. So that is how we do our kernels. Now, the second thing we're going to do, and this is something that I had identified in my video reviewing the Linux Mint beta, is one of the applications that I use is Kdenlive. Of course, I do have to spell Kdenlive correctly. And what we'll see is that there are two options. We have the FlatHub version and we have the non-FlatHub version. Now in Linux Mint, the non-FlatHub version is the older version. I think it's, was it 4.17, which actually does not work very well. A lot of issues with it. The other option gives us the 4.18 in the Flatpak. I am not an advocate of Flatpaks, and I only use them as absolutely necessary. And so what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to use the newer Kdenlive without using a Flatpak if possible. And it turns out that you can actually get the repo for this. And so the repo is actually Kdenlive/Kdenlive-stable. I'm actually going to copy that from my notepad here, and we'll boot up a terminal. I'm going to paste that into the terminal. See, I hate it. They're changing the terminal now so that now it shows us the number of characters in the password. Linux Mint team, stop doing stupid things. You guys got rid of the good task manager for this crap, and now you're adding this into the thing. It breaks some of the security. Linux Mint team, stop it. This is my favorite distro, and guys, just so you guys know, I am an equal opportunity offender. Even if it's my favorite distro, I'm not going to give them a break when they do something I think is stupid. This is dumb. The terminal classically has never shown the password in asterisks as you type it out. It is a security feature to prevent people from seeing how many characters are in your password. Linux Mint team, revert back. Thank you. All right, so this is adding the repository for that. This is the part where it asks us, do we want to add this? I'm going to say yes. All right, so now let's do a sudo apt update. So this is going to update, and now instead of grabbing the Kdenlive from the old system, it's going to grab it from the new stable branch instead. And so if we go into our software manager, I'm going to close that and restart it in case it's not pulling the right numbers yet. So if I come in here, and now if we click the non-FlatHub version and scroll down to our version information, you can see that now we are on the latest stable 4.18. This is the one that works very well. Okay, we do have to add a bunch of other resources. It's going to go ahead and add those. That's just fine. And so we are going to install that. Well, that's working on its thing. The other thing that I use is OBS. All right. Now, we have OBS in the repository, but guess what? It's a Flatpak. I don't recommend using Flatpaks whenever possible. Things like GIMP, I'm not sure if they have a stable repo. They may not. I'm not completely sure. For that instance, I've never had a problem with a Flatpak, but the biggest problem with Flatpaks is they isolate resources away. And with OBS particularly, I predict I'd have some issues. I know Kdenlive, I have issues when that occurs. OBS, I'm going to predict it. So, I don't want that to run either. Let's go ahead and just kind of back up. And again, you can grab the OBS PPA, OBS project / OBS studio is the repository for that. And so let's go ahead and still in our terminal, we will add that repository as well for OBS. Yes, confirm, and run my update. Now it's going to pull the latest software from the repository. We're going to shut down our software manager, reboot it, and if my theory is correct, I should actually see 2 OBSs like I've seen 2 of the Kdenlive. So let's see. So that's not it. Let's see if there's another one in here somewhere. The other thing is it might show up as OBS Studio, which is this one right here. So now we have the absolute latest, which is the same version I'm running here. So now I can run the OBS Studio without running it as a Flatpak. Again, it wants to install some extra things as well. That's perfectly okay. Let it go ahead and do its thing. All right, so now that is effectively anytime you can find a repo, you can install it just like that. So now we have applications installed on the system that are going to be newer versions than were originally on Linux Mint, but they are going to be the more recent versions because it's always pulling out of the repos. The only other one I didn't add to this yet that I have done this with on my production computer is Audacity. There's some plugins that I use for Audacity that needed the latest version, and so I do the same exact thing on my system for Kdenlive, OBS, and Audacity. So I always have the latest versions of those without having to run any Flatpaks. All right, so the next thing we wanted to look at is we wanted to look at doing menus, menu configurations, because somebody said, oh, I hate the fact how the menu is organized. So let's go ahead and look at the menu. First and foremost, you're going to find things that you have no need for, like an onboard keyboard. This is an on-screen flexible keyboard. On a non-touch screen, no thank you. Let's just go ahead and uninstall this beast. So let's go ahead and enter my password, and that should uninstall itself. All right, say yes, go ahead, bye-byes. I really don't need stupid onboard keyboards. Now, I can hide that category as well, but what you'll notice now is that entire category is gone because there's nothing left in it. Now, suppose I want to keep a software package there, but maybe I just don't really want it on the menu. You know, I'll go hunt for it if I need to hunt for it. We can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to right-click on our menu icon down here and click Configure. And this gives us options for configuring the menus, how things pop up, the sizes, width, etc. Now, hit the menu tab and then open the menu editor, and this is actually where you can make some adjustments. So let's go ahead and look. So you'll see that some of these are disabled. So if you look for things that you will probably never need to load up, like I can never see a time I would actually be loading going into the menu to find the document viewer. I mean, that's automatically going to open if I double click a PDF. So I don't want that uninstalled, but I really don't want it showing up on my menu. So anything that I'm not going to be using, like Redshift, I could probably just uninstall that. I'm not a big fan of that stuff. Don't like it when they knock the screens out like that. All right. Tommy Boy Notes, no interest in that. Screenshot. If I need the screenshot utility, I push the screenshot tool and that works for me. Virtual keyboard, don't need that. So basically what we are doing here is we are going to be hiding things that are not there. These guys here shouldn't appear in my menu anyway. Let's go ahead and hide GIMP 2.8. I can hide this guy. Simple Scan I might need. Hex Chat, I'm just going to uninstall that one. Okay, let's see. Office. Let's get rid of the base. I will generally never open that up. I'll just open the individual applications if I need anything there. Here's my other, and then programming, sound, and video. So these guys here, these are kind of defaults. They're not going to show up right here. We can add and remove things. Actually, I think administration and preferences, you can do that as well. All right, so we'll go ahead and hit close on that, and now this is going to give us, if you look through our menus, I hid GIMP 2.8. Of course, the Hex Chat, I will not use that, so let's just go ahead and uninstall that one. All right, so then the other thing that somebody had made comment on is the inability to move things in the menu. Well, you can. You have to do it a roundabout way. There's not an easy, simple move button. But what you can do is, for example, let's say you want to consolidate sound and video, and you want to consolidate graphics into sound and video. And you maybe, let's see if I can do, we're going to call this instead media. This is something that I might like to do. And then what we'll do is we'll take everything out of graphics. What we're going to do is we're going to copy this, go into this, and paste the item. And then we will go back up into graphics again. Let's copy this, and let's go ahead and paste it here. So that's basically pasting our items into our list. And now they're over here. We might be able to hide this. I don't think we can. So let's just go ahead and deselect everything from the list. Close that. Now when I open this up, I have one thing that's called media, and it contains all my media, being its graphics, video, audio, whatever else. And I don't have that separate menu there. So now we can just go back through and we can really make our minimalist system out of this if we want to, just by selecting the different things that we would like. So let's see if there's anything else I might want to select. Let's see, I don't think there's anything in other programming. Yeah, I don't have anything else. That's a pretty minimalistic menu as it is. there's that. Of course, I think I can get rid of, let's close this. Okay, so I can show categories, I can show application icons, I can show those, I can enable auto scrolling. Those are the panel settings. And of course, if I want to add something to the favorites over here, I can just drag it over. These guys here I can rearrange just by dragging them around. So there we are. There's how we can adjust our menus, edit things there. I'm guessing to add something to the panel, I can probably just drag it down here, maybe, maybe not. This new panel of theirs really sucks. Let's right click, add the panel. Okay, you got to right click and add the panel. The older way you can drag it and drop it down, but this one you can right click and add the panel. All right, so there is your configuration. So we've looked at how to update the kernels, how to add software in the repos, and how to make adjustments to the menu. So hopefully this tutorial was helpful. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see how to do on Linux Mint. All right, back to comments. Greetings, Jesse. How's it going there? What up, gang? Okay, Mint at least makes things better for newcomers. Yep, I agree. People say the future will only be flatpaks. Oh God, that's all we need. Flatpaks as being the only future. They are unstable, people. All right. I'm not. I mean, there's a large enough segment in the Linux community that does not necessarily support flatpaks. If flatpaks become the push of everywhere, I'll go find those other distros that aren't using it. I'd run crazy with all this repo adding stuff. Well, I mean, if you're on 19, I would definitely go to 19.1. I think it's probably a little bit better overall. I would not go to 19, though, unless you absolutely had to. I think 18.3 is still way better than 19. If you're on 19.0, I'd probably go to 19.1. My prediction is it's going to be a better system. That's my thought. All right. Hello, Ricky. Greetings to you. I should test Endless OS. Endless OS only uses flatpaks. Oh God, I wanted to give Endless OS a good thing, but I don't know. If they're only using flatpaks, that drives me crazy. Ubuntu Mate is okay. I've actually only recently tried Ubuntu Vanilla in VM recently. Didn't like it. It was too slow. Go to OS for your dummy relatives. All right. 19 hasn't given me any trouble other than not coming with the old Metacity themes. All right. I'll use app images for stuff that don't need updates that often. Hello, Richard Addison. Greetings to you. Just what did you miss? All right. Justin, what did I miss? Not sure how much. I think you probably got on right about the time I was starting. So, hug you all. Oh, no BSD guys here, I hope. I don't know. All right, Kenny, how's it going there? Whatever happened to Joe Johnson? He has not been in any live chats. I don't know. I know he was banned once by YouTube for 3 months, and he came back on. I know I think I deleted a message or something because I was discussing, I think I was on Manjaro, and he got really abusive in the community, and I had Joe Johnson versus a Manjaro guy, and my Manjaro guy was also a mod, and that just wasn't a good stream for Joe and the Manjaro guy. Of course, Joe completely hates Manjaro. So I actually unmodded that guy and just relied on my other neutral mods for that stream, but I haven't seen him since then, so I'm not sure if he was banned by YouTube again. I have no idea, so I'm not sure. I think Linux Mint team showed the password because it's a distro catered to new users, and new users might be confused. That's possible. Okay, hugs are hugging hugged. Oh boy. Just notice the taskbar icons, just like Windows now. Now, can somebody out there still using Windows? So, when I did my video yesterday, I commented that I really, for me, this is annoying. But what's ultra annoying is I really need my task list showing up here. And somebody's like, oh, well, that's what Windows is doing now. Really? I didn't think they were. Now, granted, I've been on Windows in a long time. Can somebody confirm, do the task windows not show up there? I know you can disable them, but I thought they were always there by default. And for those of you that hate this and think it sucks, and I think it completely sucks, let me tell you why it completely sucks, by the way. I'm going to show you guys, we're kind of done with my full video on, so now we're just messing around. All right, so when I'm doing editing, I'm going to be doing a lot of different things, all right? So I'm going to kind of show you what my editing screen looks like. I mean, this is when I'm actually doing the stuff I get paid to do on a daily basis, all right? Really? A FlatHub FileZilla? Oh, God help us. All right. All right, so is Bluefish up there yet? Yes, Bluefish is up. Good. Let's go ahead and launch this. Let's go ahead and launch, okay, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and launch this. Okay, I don't need you. I got Bluefish over there. I got, oh my God. Dude, this is why. This is why I can't stand this crap. All right, open a new window. Okay, open a new window. Okay, wait, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that. I need a text editor. Okay, so when I am actually building websites, this is the range of stuff I have open. I will have a text document, which generally has my access files. I have a FileZilla opened up so that I can move folders. Oh, and I forgot I have at least a couple folders open. All right, so I have Bluefish open, which I'm doing edits on. I have FileZilla open to move things around. I have my folder option open, usually over here, because I like to, you know, directionality. And then I have a few different instances of Firefox will open, but you can use tabs. The reason is I will have a developer, like I'll have the window of the website I'm working on. I'll have research tabs. Like, believe it or not, as much as I'm an expert on WordPress, I don't have the codex memorized. So I'll have a reference tab open of the codex items that I need to memorize, because I'm not going to memorize it. Like, look at this crap. All right. Let me show you the problem I'm having right this second. All right, so that's open. There's, in theory, 3 tabs of this crap open. Where in the hell are the other ones? Do I alt? I literally have to alt tab through things to get to these. Holy crap. Okay, and so I have a start page, a DuckDuckGo, and I have, let's go to SwitchedtoLinux. All right, so what I will, dude, really? Great, Yahoo. I just searched on Yahoo. Now they know everything about me. That sucks. All right. All right, so what I'll have over here is I'll have this tab, I might have my login, I might have a test tab, I might have whatever else. And then I have, over here, I'll have some code, some extra code, maybe 3 or 4 articles as I'm trying to research how to do something. And then I have this one open, and maybe this has just some other research. So what I need to be able to do is I need to be able to access different things. So like here's going to be my list of my files I need to be editing. Of course, here's my editor. Here's my FileZilla. And then this guy here, look at this. It tells me Firefox, and it tells me there's 3 tabs. If I click it, it either minimizes or maximizes it. And it's not really cycling, like I got this one now. The only way to cycle through these is to sit here and alt-tab through crap. The epitome of stupid dysfunction crap. All right. Now, keeping this in mind, let's go ahead and show you what this looks like on the way that this actually makes sense. Go into your traditional layout for your desktop view. Give it a second because it's kind of slow. All right. So now with this open, I don't need the welcome screen anymore. So let's go ahead and close the welcome screen. So now I have all this stuff out down here. So now I can very quickly move around between the different things. Generally, the first one's the website I'm working on. The second one's research. Third one's anything else I might need. So I might move that around. Now I can very quickly jump back and forth between transferring files, moving files, updating files. This is usually maximized. But I can very quickly jump around into the different things. So for the people who like, get with the times, why do you like this UI? Because here's why. I'm looking at something. I'm like, okay, I'm stuck on this line of code. Let's go down to research. My eyes go down to the screen and I see the window I need to go to before the mouse gets there. I can very quickly pull it up. This greatly increases efficiency, which is why it was such a dominant view in Windows for such a long time. That's exactly why I want this panel. If I switched to Linux and I had that layout that they're giving to us now, I would have moved on from Linux Mint and said, screw it, don't want anything to do with that crap. Now, because I already know Linux Mint, it is an option to choose this. The other way, I don't know if this is done. I don't know if they're still need to be tweaking this, but holy crap, this layout is the epitome of completely messed up. Low production. It's mostly that task list. And over here, I need to be able to pull up another window of this without having to right click and drag around. I want to come down here, click, boom, open a new window of Firefox or whatever my browser is. That's precisely why I set my system up the way I set it up. So for those curious, that's exactly why. Okay. See, it was like older Windows before. Yes, now it's obvious they've changed it more like Windows. I mean, again, I thought last time I was on Windows 10 even, it still gives you your task list by default. Is that changed? Can somebody tell me, has that changed? Obviously, they've changed it more like Windows, yeah. And I guess some people have said, hey, you know, it's to appeal to people coming over from Windows. I mean, I guess that might make sense now, but holy crap, is it annoying. And this is also why I put my minimize all windows over here in the bottom corner so I can easily get to it. All right, okay. Before you could excuse it for being the standard. Pure Software Manager needs some improvements. Need to show you better what is Flatpak and Snap and what is not. Frog McRibbit also prefers your layout. Virtual High Five. Trying Ubuntu Mate 1804 again. Starting to like it more than Mint. Still change the old layout in the welcome screen, but not the default. Yeah, you should be able to change that somewhere other than the welcome screen, too. Windows has defaulted to icons only in the taskbar since Vista or 7, right? No. Last time I was on Windows 10. It was still there. In fact, let's go ahead and let's shut this machine down. We'll shut you down. And let's go ahead and boot up a Windows 10 machine. Okay. Well, I guess I kind of stand corrected. In Windows 10 default right now, it still does do that. I'm pretty sure you can change your settings and change that though. Yeah, I mean, I thought it did. Let's see. Pretty sure you can re-enable those, but maybe not. Yeah, I guess in Windows, I guess it does default. Look at this crap. You know, problem connected in OneDrive. No kidding. It's exactly what I wanted. All right, so yeah, absolutely. So it is actually then by default does that. Huh. I thought it'd still give us a task list. I know you can turn it on. Of course, this is a non-activated version of Windows, so I can't make any of the taskbar settings. Let's see, there's lock taskbar. Let's see if I can remember how to do that. I'm losing my ability to do Windows. That's a good thing, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I would have to activate Windows to enable that. But yeah, that's... That's something, I guess. So yeah, I guess that is the default in Windows 10. I thought it wasn't, probably just because the first thing I would do when I would get Windows every time is I would go in there and I would change that. So yeah, I guess I stand corrected on that one. All right, let's see. Serves me right. See, no, I'm not on Windows 10. All right, let's see. Okay. Isn't it good to purge applications just removing it because it gets a lot of trash? Yeah, you can. I know about the Deepin EULA, but the distro is really tempting me because my NVIDIA drivers install seamlessly, whereas on Manjaro I'm struggling. If you can agree to their EULA, man, go for it. I prefer Linux Mint 18.3 to 19 or 19.1, yep. Hello, Vince, greetings. 19.1, definitely improvement, but Linux Mint is still a stale old boomer distro. I disagree. I don't think it's stale or old. 19.1 is shipped with kernel 4.15. It's got the Raspberry Pi Zero. Very cool. Awesome. Walk through adding app sources so we get the latest versions. I already did that. Hopefully you were on the video for that part. Does 19.1 still have the host file issue? Ooh, I don't know. Let's give that a try. All right. So first thing we need to do, let's go ahead and grab a copy of the host file. Oh, Lord. Great. It's even bringing back from the dead all of the tabs that I previously had open. Stop! What are you doing, you insanity? This new layout sucks. All right. I'm gonna grab the host file. Yeah, sure. Just open it with Archive Manager. All right. There's my host file list. And let's go ahead and let's go home. File system. Actually, I need to open Etsy as a root. You can do this to the terminal too, but it's actually faster if you do it. It's faster if you do it in the GUI. All right, there's my hosts. Here's my block list. I'll copy and paste. Oh, there it is. Save. Okay, close, close, close. Kill the internet. Reboot the internet. Not looking good. Yeah, so there's something in the 1804 core that something in my block script kills the internet. Surprising people, the same exact thing happens on Windows 10. So there seems to be something inside of Ubuntu that breaks the internet. And it seems to work that time. It did actually work. I'm actually shocked. So apparently, no. Apparently it doesn't. I might have to reboot the system just to verify. We're going to go ahead and restart the system and verify that. But it seems to be resolved. Seems to be resolved. Okay. Not sure why people hate them. Definitely not crap like snaps are. Snaps I have a different problem with. Snaps, my biggest issue with snaps is that they're not auditing the code anymore. Flatpaks, I assume they're probably not auditing the code, but the isolation means that you're getting issues with theming compatibility issues, and things don't like to always talk to the file system, and that's problematic. All right, so yeah, that time I booted it up and everything's working just fine. I think Facebook is blocked in this. Yep, so Facebook is blocked in my script. Actually, no, that's a bad test. The unfortunate thing is I can't test if the script itself is completely working because it's also on my router. So, I mean, we can probably boot up a terminal and verify this. As long as that's in there, which it is, then yeah, we should be blocking. So it appears as though that issue has been fixed. Doesn't Fedora want to go into almost all Flatpak? I don't know. Quint, any comment on that? I have a Windows 10 32-bit tower set up using offline account, not going near a Microsoft account. Yep, there you go. Joe Johnson blocked me due to Manjaro. Not surprised. What's Windows? It's this horrible, crappy operating system I heard exists. I heard a few people out there like it. By default is like Linux Mint 19.1. Grouped. Yeah. Which is so hideously annoying. I'm on Manjaro KDE because they have a great NVIDIA Optimus out-of-the-box experience. Can memorize most of the collection, just can't stop it completely. Default only, icons only, just like Mint there. Yeah, that's new to me. I'll have to check my... I do have another computer, I think, that has a quote-unquote legal registered copy of Windows. I'll have to boot into that and see how I have that set up. I've not booted into that thing in like 2 years. Terminal Linux, greetings. Switch to old school way. Some users say Flatpaks will be the future due to the quickly updated compared to a package maintainer or the official repos. Some say they're more trustful and safe. They're absolutely not more trustworthy and safe. I certainly have an issue with that. Maybe you can update them faster, but the reality is I don't want my software to update that much. I want security patches, fine. I do not want software to update. Just because they decide to push out a new version of something does not mean I want to install it on my computer, for crying out loud. Because we get to this situation where we end up getting to the situation where it's like things are constantly changing and I don't have time to relearn the UI. I don't have time to relearn all the fun things. Man, if I determine I need to upgrade a software package like Audacity, I had to upgrade Audacity to get a software package plugin system working. Gladly did that so I could get it functionality. But I don't want to change it just because, ooh, we're changing something. Because then what's going to happen, it's going to break a lot of my own way of working. It's going to mess up my efficiency. And I'm not interested in that crap, you know. So that's a negative for me. What else have I been doing? Icon Task Manager. I know it's not since Windows 7. They changed the quick launch to a pinning, but they always had the tasks out there as well. They had things grouped, but it was still out large. I know that because I use Windows 7 quite a bit still. Okay, a lesson on what sucks. Yep, Microsoft disabled them. No, it's not Windows 7. I have mine set up exactly the way I need it. Okay, Windows 10, Blizzard Diablo 3 is my vice anyway. If task applications show up down the bar, any active window will. Hello, Thomas Holt. Greetings. How am I and CJ? I'm doing well. CJ, how you doing? Thomas wants to know. You doing all right? He's doing okay. He's looking at me a little funny. Hello, buddy. Hi, CJ. How are you? Actually, he's CJ. Hi, Thomas Holt. How are you? All right. Cuss people out who use Manjaro, but got his butt hurt by people in the Manjaro forum. Yeah. Is FreeBSD open source? Yes. You need i3. Nah. Grouping is okay, but I want full tasks still. Thought about using tiling Windows Manager like i3 to improve your workflow. I do not believe it would improve my workflow. Someday I'll have the time to learn how to use i3 or other ones, but I do not believe it's going to increase my workflow. You can ungroup task icons in Windows. It appears like the task list. Each window will have its own icon. Set up MX Linux with Icing Task Manager. Works the same. Task list. Right click and change the settings of the applet. All right, so here is that. So right click, let me just show you how I got back to that again. Right click, preferences, configure. All right. Left action. So I can activation last windowed. I can do none, toggle activation, or cycle windows. That's horrible. Middle click, I can launch a new instance on a middle click if I have a middle click button. Yay. Scroll action. Okay. Let's ungroup that. Ungroup. Thank you. Only list windows in current monitor. Show windows from all. There's hotkeys. All right, panel, label button. I can do application name. Window title. Thumbnails. That's a feature I wish I could turn off in Windows, is the stupid thumbnails. Those piss me off in Windows 7 that I can't get rid of those. All right. And context menu, recent items. All right, let's go ahead and try that. Let's see if that helps. Still annoying as hell. It's still effectively pinning things to the taskbar, which is the one function in Windows that I abhor more than anything else. Slightly better, almost usable, but still horrible compared to what I already have. Good to know, though. Do you Yahoo? No. Nor do I like chocolate-flavored water. Just checked Windows 10 doesn't show the task windows in the taskbar. They get grouped under the bottom. I know you can change it. I'm pretty sure I have. A laptop with limited screen space. Better not have separate launcher buttons and separate open ones. Yeah, and I can understand that on a small laptop with a small screen. I'm running 1080p with a dual monitor setup, for crying out loud. The horizontal, or the horizontal space on the bottom of my screen is not exactly precious real estate. Okay, apps are grouped. About to switch to fire. Fire, fire, fire! Finally see Linux Mint as it really is. Less than par system as always. No. They're just changing the UI of the panel. They're adding a default configuration that makes it look like Windows 10, which sucks. And I can go back. No, Linux Mint is not subpar. Frankly, I still see this as way better than half the other crap that's out there. Okay, in Windows, you right-click on a taskbar. You can set it to never group buttons together. Yes. I know that's a functionality. In fact, that's the type of stuff that I usually set up right away. That's why I couldn't remember that was not the default. It took some time to know how to add non-group windows to KDE. Pane configure it to your own liking. Hover on the app, click the preview that you want. Oh yeah, that takes... Hovering on the app and clicking the preview that I want takes like 3 times longer than this crap does. Not a chance. It sucks. It's horrible. Oh my God. Yes, we can do that. Wasn't 95 great? Absolutely. Try middle click. By default, it does not launch a new window. By default, middle click does nothing, but you can set it to turn it on. Mint is being modernized. People say it's too classic and needs improvement. Yeah, Linux Mint is very modernized. That's why I do not understand why people say it seems that way. I mean, even the basic default theme is material design, you know. Hello, KO2610. Greetings and how are you? Or howeth art thou? There's some Windows 7, 64-bit. The taskbar is no longer there, but at least it works way better. Use old Windows style on Windows. You can use Windows like Cinnamon, old style on Windows 10. Yes. Yeah, Microsoft wants to kill the Edge browser and replace it with a Chrome variant. That's not creepy. Notice dragging your mouse over to the corner only shows one browser window. So Microsoft is open sourcing. Guys, can you see my setup? Yeah, let me minimize this guy. All right. Here is my Windows setup. So, of course, this is the VirtualBox we've been playing in. Here's that. Here's my cool rotating Linuxy wallpapers. So I have my setup just like this. Here's my applications, most used things over here. And then these are all launch buttons. Look at this. Every time I click one of these, I get a new instance, just like what I've always wanted and didn't ask to be changed. So that's my setup. KDE and GNOME are modern. Even XFCE gives the feel of being more modern. Linux Mint stale a little bit. I disagree. I completely disagree. I don't see it as old or stale or anything like that. In fact, maybe it's too modern. John is immune to iocane powder. All right. You need to activate Windows. Yep. Reporting to authorities. Yes, you can install Windows 10. You just can't change any of the stuff. And guess what, guys? The full default is to lock all of the data collection settings turned on. So if you don't activate Windows, you are being perpetually locked. So I just blocked the network manager from loading on Windows 10. That's what I did. Okay. Oh, lordy. All right. Use your program WinReducer to change Windows ISO for your own taste before installing it. Why would I bother? Honestly, why would I run a third-party application to change and edit a big software that they're just going to break on the next update cycle, which I have zero control over? Why would I bother? Classic task manager in Windows, you need to choose the no group. Yeah, you can set it up very much like Windows. Move away from the dark side, follow the light. I think you need to activate Windows to do it. Yes. Yes, I'm losing my ability to do Windows. All right, beautiful setup. How'd you do that? Backgrounds, and it's Compton. The backgrounds on my computer were all done in Blender. If you just go to my main website, SwitchedtoLinux.com, you can right-click and save all those backgrounds off the banners. What's up? I'm Logic83. How are you? Watching your channel a lot lately. Well, thank you and welcome. If you look in the comments, I explain it's about Compton. Okay. Tony Simmons, greetings. Hi, Tom and all. You scared me for a second there. Not expecting to see a Windows screen. Nope, just checking. Do host file even matter if you can switch to a different DNS? Okay, yeah, I mean, a host file is cascading. So the closer it is to your computer, the greater the override. So if you drop something in your host file, that will override even if you change your DNS settings on your system. That will override that. So on my internal network in this office, I have a massive host file script that blocks nearly all advertising, nearly all of like everything. The only way I can get around that on any given computer is I can locally change the DNS on that computer to point to a different DNS server, either 1.1.1.1 or Google's 9999. So if I need to get around my internal ad blocker, I simply have to redirect the DNS on that one sole computer. That overrides my network host file, but not the host file on that computer. And that's actually why I don't run extensive host files on the individual computers in the network. So if I need to get beyond the firewall, I can just by changing the DNS. So if the host file is on your computer, then no, your host file will override the DNS. But if it's upward of your computer, like on a network or on a local DNS, like NoTrack or Pi-hole, then changing the DNS settings on the computer will bypass that network one. So host files are cascading. The closer it is to your computer, the more you get. That your ad block extension is what you use to blacklist sites. Yes. Well, I don't use extensions. No, not for pasting a text file that is 2.8 megabytes into the terminal. It is infinitely faster to paste it in with the GUI. The terminal, the thing cavemen used in DOS? No, the terminal is way more advanced than that. You just have to. It's like that scene in Neverending Story. you know, we have texting and these things called books. You know, you got to type in it. You got to type in it. It doesn't go beep 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 beeps. Activate Windows for free. Search for Active Windows for free on start page. No, I'm not going to bother. I don't know the official. I don't even think we have the solid release candidates yet. Is there a Linux distro that was privately made outside of corporations? I mean, there's several. A lot of Arch, Debian. I mean, you know, outside of Ubuntu and Ubuntu derivatives and Red Hat derivatives, effectively all of them. Not caught you live for ages. All right, Error 42. Well, welcome back. CJ wants his treats. Yes, he does. D3 working great in Mint 19. Very cool. Kitty uses XFCE. Yeah, Kitty runs Puppy Linux. That's what he runs. But I tried TrueOS. I can't remember. About Linux Mint battery life. I have a Dell Inspiron 7000 series. Gets about 5 hours on Linux Mint. No, that's Linux Mint 18.3. My setup is enough to make a tutorial on YouTube. I know there's not much stuff out there. I don't know. Just me, or is Cinnamon the most customized GTK desktop? I don't know. Cinnamon or Budgie. It's one of those two. Let's see. Is this what you're looking for? Let's see. Copy link address. Where can I open this link address? I think I can open it here. Yes, you can change the settings. Thumbnails instead of icons. Oh no, no, what I'm talking about is the little thumbnails that pop up when you get near the task list. I mean, and I hate them because you get too close to the bottom of the task list if I'm trying to read something on the bottom of the screen and the big old window drops up and I lose everywhere I'm at. It's really annoying. I like the group icons. That's how I love Linux Mint 19. Is there such a thing as a distro? Okay, I think I already answered that. Does the deepen EULA mean it's not open source? No, it means that it's open source applications that is being guarded by a thug. Hello, Ron. Greetings. Late to the stream. Hope I didn't miss much. Reverted to Linux Mint 18.3 from 19 as my mouse acceleration was too fast. Oh, wow. Didn't hear that problem before. I think we'll do one more thing here, though. I think Quint left, but he actually asked if I can get GNOME working on this. And let's go ahead and give it a try since I already have this guy open. So I'm going to leave my comments there. We're going to do one more brief little video. Let me go ahead and start my recording again. And then we'll see if I can pull this guy off. All right, so back to Linux Mint. I had a request to see if we can get get GNOME running on Linux Mint. So we have some scripts to try. So this time what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the software sources and I'm going to add the PPAs for this. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I have not officially tested it. So we're going to go down here to PPAs and we are going to add a PPA. And the one I want to add is PPA GNOME gnome3-team/gnome3. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay. And we need to add PPA : gnome3-team/gnome3-staging. Okay. So now we're going to boot up a terminal. Sudo apt update. Enter our super secret password that's not mint. All right, and sudo apt install gnome dash, I have to spell right, shell. And for these people that like saying it in the comments, it's gnome. It's either. GNOME is the first correct pronunciation. It is from the GNU Windows Manager. All right, let's see if that worked. So we are going to log out. All right, now, boo-hoo, I don't seem to have it. Let's go ahead and reboot, just in case that needs a reboot. Restart. Let's see if that works. All right. Sad. I don't have any other options. So, apparently that didn't work. Let's see if there's, do we have, I should have Synaptic on here. Let's see if I do. Search up GNOME. It says GNOME shell's installed. I might need I think I might need is, it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, the instructions may not work because it's very possible that Ubuntu getting rid of the one GNOME build might have done it. I'm going to try lightdm. Okay, so lightdm is there. Yeah, looks like we're not going to do that without more research. So, that's a failed video. All right, we'll try that again later when I have time to look it up. Okay. If you install Windows 10 without internet connection, it'll be all activated until you get the internet connection. Ooh. Never see video wallpapers even on gamer rigs that have the resources. I think a beach with a long vine would be nice. Hello, Steven. How's it going there? Wait, 9999 is the new number of the beast? Apparently, yeah, 9999 is 9999 and 9944 is Google's DNS. Don't block my comment because they were in all caps. Take a look at Solus KDE. I might have to. Kitty OS is Psi Linux. No, the Kitty's OS is, the Kitty runs Puppy Linux. That's what he runs. Right, you run Puppy Linux, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay. Apparently I have a cat possessed by the devil. My cat's going, the other cat's going crazy. This one's being nice right here, but the other one's running in circles out there. Okay. Why doesn't it have GNOME in the... I have no idea why it doesn't. Yeah, alternating between GNOME and GNOME is the best thing to do, you know. Linux Mint 19.1 is still in beta, yes. GNU, yes. GNU is GNU, yep. Thanks, Micah. Does anyone know if there's an app like RocketDock available for Mint? Not sure what RocketDock is. Don't remember if you like this or not, but I was just thinking about using hot corners since you can add multiple workspaces. No, I absolutely hate hot corners and actually workspaces for that matter. The only place I'm actually using workspace as well right now is on my GNOME on Linux Mint Debian. Linux Mint Debian Edition GNOME. I'm actually using workspaces over there because it makes a lot more sense. But no, for the most part, I'm not a fan of workspaces. All right. Well, I think we've gotten kind of to the bottom of our comments. We've gotten to the bottom of this. Anybody have any final thoughts for how to get GNOME working on this guy? Let me give it a quick internet search. GNOME on... Am I just missing a package or something? Oh, I'm blocking Yahoo now. That's exciting. Good. I'm glad. You know what? You know what? I think that my system is... we are apparently not on the internet right now. That's exciting. So, I'm not sure if that's just this Linux Mint machine. Maybe the one thing broke it. I'm not sure what. But for whatever reason, I'm not on the internet anymore on this machine. Not sure if that's the host file thing finally coming through and breaking itself or what. So, I don't know, guys. The host file might not work. Either that or I broke it with that whole updating GNOME type thing. Whichever. But anyway, I think I've successfully killed the system. I could try removing the stuff from the host file and see if that works. But no, we're not going to be able to fix that with GNOME. Best way to use GNOME is to not use it at all. I concur. Go ahead and shut this guy down. Stream without the internet. That's new. Yep. Oh, Kitty. You know what time it is, Kitty? Do you know what time it is, Kitty? Do you know what time it is? It's time for kitty treats. Yes, it is. It's time for kitty treats. Oh, it's time for kitty treats. Stick your paw in there. Here you go. digging. Oh, you gonna get it? Get with your face. Oh, you missed it. Here, buddy. Right here. Yeah. Do another one for you right here. And let's turn you around this way. Turn you around this way. Oh. He's like, yeah, man. They finger looking good? Yeah, are they finger looking good? Yeah, they're finger looking good, aren't they? All right, buddy. There you go. Oh, he got his kitty treats. He's out of here. He's like, see ya, yo. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. All right, let's see. Don't remember if you like this or not. Think about using hot corners. Yeah, you can add hot corners in it. I did see the thing in there. Still looking for a sacrifice. Okay. It's a cat logo. Say happy birthday, Finland. Is it Finland's birthday? Or is it your birthday from Finland? Okay, yeah, streaming without the internet. Must be streaming from space. Yes. Blame host file and Ubuntu core. GNOME is basically keyboard driven. Yeah, which the GNOME is basically keyboard driven, which makes zero sense because you still have to take the extra time to go back over to your mouse to do whatever you need to do inside the window. Because most websites are not keyboard driven, nor are most applications that need to work inside of. So I find it, I mean, I know how to use it with the keyboards, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Wouldn't put it past him to join the space. Oh, I am a space alien. I'm a member of the reptilian space alien race. If you watch my channels more often, you would actually know that. And the kitty's actually my handler. So yes, I am a PR agent for the reptilian alien race. That's exactly who I am. GNOME 3 staging. Yeah, I did that. I did do both of those. I did that one and I did the GNOME 3 PPA. Yep, did that one. It should be GNOME Shell, not GNOME, but yeah, effectively. I'm wondering too, maybe the internet killed itself. Give that a try. Maybe the internet killed itself and it didn't actually install stuff. That's a possibility. Let's go ahead and see if we can fix the internet. And if we can fix the internet, see if that solves the problem. So let's go ahead and go to. Go ahead and boot up Mint. All right, first we're going to check our software sources, double check that those PPAs are in there. PPAs, here's our GNOME 3, here's our GNOME 3 staging. Let's see if the internet's available. Okay, so internet is actually working. Let's go ahead and reload this. Sudo apt install GNOME shell. That's already the newest version. There's GNOME. The instructions were GNOME shell, not GNOME. So let's go ahead and do GNOME in addition to shell and see if that might be it. That might have solved it. Okay, now we're actually looking like the like it should be doing for installing GNOME. So hey, maybe we have hope. Maybe folks, we have hope. In which case, I need to redo my video. See you later, Q1. The internet killed itself. This stream's gotten dark quickly. Come on, man. It got dark. It already got dark when I was, when I was over here playing on Windows. I mean, that was dark. See, the other cat of yours on stream too. Yeah, he is camera shy. Kitty, kitty. See if I can get him in here. I don't know if I can. You want to go get your sister? People want to see your sister. Yeah, the non-shy ones here, he's happy to hang, but I think the other cat's a hoax, yeah. Happy birthday to Finland. Happy birthday to Finland. Happy birthday to Finland. Hello, Steve's very own. Greetings to you. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Lamarck. And I forget who the other one was. Yeah. Well, and the instructions I was reading prior to starting the stream did not mention that one. So that's probably it. Let's see if that worked. Ha ha! Look at that. We got GNOME. We better do it. Wait. The default, I guess the default's going on Wayland now? That's interesting. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. He's shiny. He's a shiny. He's a shiny system. So yeah, okay. Yep, that was easy. Thanks, guys. That was that did it. Now it is giving me questionable internet resources, and why do I not have a web browser on my thing here? I have it's pulling in a separate package from the GIMP, so I might have a few things. Firefox, where are you? Thank you, Firefox, for showing up. We appreciate that. Okay, apparently I do have internet. It is telling me I don't have internet, but I do. I'm really thinking that's actually an issue with, let's see, add that to favorites, so that continues to show up. All right, yep. All right, so yeah, there we are. We got GNOME on this bad boy. Should we try and add the tweaks tool too? See if I can get some desktop. Oh, let's go ahead and do that. Really? Really? Can we get a good software manager? Other things I hate about GNOME. Stupid software manager sucks. TJ's the privacy cat, yes. Launch. Version we have. Ooh, this looks like one of the newer versions. So we're on 3.28. All right. And let's see if I can I turn on desktop icons? Woohoo! I have desktop icons. Something I can't get in modern GNOME. All right, we got desktop icons. We got GNOME. We got GNOME and we got desktop icons. Oh, yes. We don't have HTOP, but we got system monitor. All right, so we are using 1.3 amazing gigabytes of RAM. That is totally rocking. Linux Mint Fedora Edition. Isn't that Mint GNOME? Yes. It is a very minty GNOME. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm guessing it's Wayland. It gives me Wayland or GNOME on X, so I'm guessing. Called GNOME Packages to Linux Mint Cinnamon 19.1. Yes, that's right. GNOME is moving very fast. Yeah, it is. It is actually moving pretty fast. And oh, for all you guys wanting to know, this is in a virtual box. It is moving pretty quick though. Yeah, it's fairly snappy. My hot corner's not on. That's something. Where can I set my hot corners? I know I can. I just don't remember where it is. I hate hot corners, but I actually want to turn on that hot corner. Something is wrong with my head. I want to turn on a hot corner. Maybe I just don't want to turn it on. Maybe I just want to go up there and click it, because that's actually, I would like it all the time if I could just go up there and click it. Way better for me. So yeah, there you go. And that's, yeah, it is actually running pretty quick, which is also for GNOME 3.28. This is actually a very snappy thing here. Let's go ahead and roll those down. So that's good. All right. So yeah. Yeah, seems to be working just fine, actually. Yeah, I think I'll do a video about that. Maybe I'll do that before we wrap up, because I did take a snapshot of this machine so I can roll it back. All right. Some cinnamon. Yeah, I mean, that's 1.3 for Cinnamon or GNOME, especially on this one. GNOME is faster in Wayland, but often uses more RAM. Okay. Ever see Tom this happy before with GNOME? Lexman 19.1. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Anna Rita. Greetings. Do you have YouTube notifications on as a content creator? Do you have notifications every time someone comments? No, I do not use notifications on anything, actually. I manually check everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I might even record it here today. I'm not completely sure, but we'll get there. But for now, it's 8:30, and I would like to go down and get some dinner. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this guy up. So I guess any final comments? Go ahead and shut this guy down. Yeah, it's running snappy. Wow, that thing's snappy. All right, we're gonna roll. No, don't delete the snapshot. Roll back the snapshot. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Kernel update. Okay, there we are. All right. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for coming along. We had 89 peak concurrents, 73 made it to the bitter end, 282 playbacks, 111 hours viewed, and the average view duration of 23:36. Don't forget to take a look at the links in the description down below. If you want to learn how to help support the channel, or if you want to pick up a cool, amazing mouse pad, you can buy those on shop.switchedtolinux.com. So thanks for coming along, guys, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.